After playing tennis with Ed,
He mentioned the buy-sell agreement. I'd heard that term, but I didn't really know what it was about. So I went on the internet just to see what I could read about it. And after I read about it, I thought, I really need to go talk to Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Melanie, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good.
You have a minute?
Yep.
You know, I've spent some time talking to Ed recently. He was sharing with me some information about how important it is to have a buy-sell agreement.
Okay.
I thought maybe it might be worthwhile to talk to him about if you're open for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ed?
Yes, hi Jeff,
Yeah.
how are you?
Doing well, Ed. How are you?
I'm doing real well. A buy-sell agreement is something that you can put in place that if something happens to you or if something happens to Melanie, it can protect your family and vice versa. So I think it's important that you guys look into this.
Okay.
Well, I have a gentleman, his name is Dave Peters, and I would encourage both of you to meet with Dave and talk to him about it.
Okay. We'll call him.
Sounds perfect.
All right, Ed. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Absolutely.
Okay. Take care. What I was hoping to get out of the meeting with the buy-sell agreement today is to learn more about why we need it and what we need to put into place.
I'm Dave
Hi.
Peters.
Hi, Dave. Melanie Murphy.
Melanie, can I
Nice
meet you?
to see you.
Jeff McElhott.
Hey, Jeff.
Nice
Dave
to meet
Peters,
you.
can I meet you? If you want to take a seat. When Ed had called me and told me that you were exploring a buy-sell as an option, is there a reason why you are looking at that now?
A lot of this conversation came up in working with Ed. I think he was suggesting for safety issues for ourselves and for our families that it was something we wanted to pursue.
Over the years, I just always felt it's imperative that any business that has more than one owner establishes a buy-sell agreement. We understand then you have 3 active investors in the company or owners.
In essence, I suppose that you do, because myself and my ex-husband, we were married and in the partnership, and then we got divorced last year. And in the settlement, then we split our ownership. So one team of owners are Jeff and Kate, and then Eric and I are both independent. So I guess you
could
kind
call
of
it that.
call it that.
But as far as legal setup, it's defined with 4 individuals owning specific
Okay.
percentages,
Right.
along with the C Corp as the 5th entity that's a member of the LLC.
Any type of buy-sell agreement would involve all 4
All
you
4
then.
of us, right.
Okay,
I'm
just-
sorry.
And basically, you're establishing the value of the business. So you're creating a seamless transition in the event of a death of one of the partners. But by going through the buy-sell agreement itself, again, you're establishing a value, but you're establishing how everyone, including if there was a death of one of the partners, how the others would be compensated, or would shares of stock go pass on to your children. So there's a lot of different ways it can be structured. Like I said, rather than getting that today, but what you're doing is you're setting a blueprint that everybody else can use.
So there's 2 parts then of the buy-sell agreement. One is from an insurance perspective and one is from a legal perspective.
That's correct. And the first
Right.
step needs to be the legal perspective, where the 4 of you sit down, bring everybody together with myself. If you'd like to have your attorney present.
Thank you. I really
Enjoyed
appreciate
meeting
your
you.
time. In working with Ed and in talking with Dave, I have found out that there are a lot of tools and ways in which we can reduce our risk. And I think that that's very important in running a business and in terms of protecting yourself and your family. It was great to have that conversation with Dave because he brought up points that we hadn't even considered ourselves.
Right. And that's why I wanted you to go and talk with him. And that's what you need. You need somebody who you can bounce things off of and really reflect on. These are the things that keep you up at night. And that's why you have to protect yourself. So Melanie, in addition to all the other things that we have going on with the 529 plan and that basket of money, you have a 401k plan. And oftentimes people just leave their 401k plans with their former employer. Okay? Something I want you to do right away.
Yes.
I want you to take the 401k plan and roll it into a self-directed IRA. The reason you want to do this is in a self-directed IRA, you almost have a limitless number of investment options.
Ed gave me a really quick and easy action item for tonight to take charge and move my 401k into a self-directed IRA. It's something I need to do quickly.
So overall, how are you doing?
I think for the most part, doing okay. Sometimes it is really hard because I do get overwhelmed by the personal responsibility, the financial responsibility, the time responsibility. There are so many decisions to be made. There are so many activities to be done. There's so much caring that has to happen.
What about you? What are you doing for yourself?
I know for the next 10 years I'm still in kid mode. And how am I going to be able to provide my financial well-being? Because that enables me as a mother to be able to do that for my kids.
That is fantastic. And you know what? The key to all of that is to a better you is just learning and learning. Because then you can feel more comfortable and confident with what you do.
In my meeting with Ed, it was very clear to me that we've made already a lot of progress. We have a lot to go, but certainly my personal financial situation and planning is just as imperative, if not more, than the planning I need to do for Signature. Thank you for your help.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ed hopes to empower Melanie with the tools to manage her retirement goals at his investment boot camp. Will Melanie be up to the challenge? Find out next time on The Invested Life.